Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you're not new, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. Today, I'm dressed for the occasion, kind of. I'm going to be talking about perfect bridal scents. It is officially June, which means it's wedding season, and these are scents that I think would be perfect for a bride. Not necessarily, I mean maybe for a wedding guest too, but like when I think bride, I think these would be perfect. And keep in mind, these all do have like a little bit of a similarity. They're a little bit feminine. They have like a common denominator, which is they all have a little bit of like a floral touch to them. They're not overly floral because, if you know, I'm not a huge fan of overly floral scents, but they still scream bridal to me. And yeah, these are kind of like for a classic bride, like a more classic kind of wedding. So maybe if you're doing something a little bit edgy and different and outside the box, then maybe these might be not be for you. But for the most part, like, these are very beautiful, in my opinion, bridal scents. So if you want to see the scents that I think would be perfect for a bride, then just keep on watching. So actually what triggered this whole video is I follow Stephanie Leda, which is SMLXO on YouTube. She did like a poll on her Instagram asking for like wedding scent suggestions, like perfect wedding day scents. And that just got me thinking about what I thought would be a perfect wedding day scent. So that's kind of what triggered this whole video. And yeah, let's stop rambling. Let's get into it. Okay, so first up, let's start with like the classiest. I feel like this is classic, this is timeless, but it's beautiful and elegant, and that is Kayali Deja Vu White Flower. This has, obviously, like the name says, white florals in it, but it's smooth. It is beautifully blended. It's elegant, it's feminine, but it's creamy. There's a creaminess to this, and I think that's the sandalwood and vanilla. There's sandalwood and vanilla in here, which makes it like creamy, a little bit, a tiny bit of like, I feel like a sexiness because of that smooth, creamy vanilla and sandalwood mixed with the white floral. It's so pretty, but it's so feminine. You could wear this year round. All of these you could pretty much wear year round, but this one is, it is elegant, it is a little bit sophisticated, but it is classy and it is timeless. It's not the kind of white floral that's going to give you a headache, or else I wouldn't talk about it, but it's so beautiful. There is like a little bit of an oriental vibe to it. And of course, it lasts a very long time on the skin. So this one is the most kind of like classic, elegant out of all the ones I'm going to talk about. Something about this is a little bit grown, a tiny bit sexy because of that vanilla. It's like a creamy vanilla and sandalwood in here, but it's so beautiful. So I feel like that would be perfect for a wedding day scent. Next up, let's talk about a scent, a perfect wedding day scent for gourmand lovers. Because someone like me, for example, I do love gourmands, but on your wedding day, you don't necessarily want to smell like straight up food. But this one is perfect. So it's feminine, yet it still has a gourmand quality, just enough to kind of make it you, but it doesn't smell overly edible. And this is C. Fiori. This is based, I'm not basing this on notes, I'm basing it on smell. It smells almost like a very like milky strawberry. So think like a strawberry milkshake, but there's almost like a delicate powdery rose in here. It's smooth, it's very creamy. This one is very feminine with a gourmand touch, because I mean, if you're a gourmand lover, you still want to smell like you on your wedding day, but the rose in here keeps it from being cloying. It keeps it from being overly foody. It gives it that feminine touch that you need for your wedding day, and that it doesn't smell like a body spray. You know what I mean? It doesn't smell overly foody. It doesn't smell juvenile. So think like, in the best way possible, like a grown-up, feminine, strawberry milkshake kind of scent. But it doesn't smell like a, you know what I mean? Oh, the rose in here, yeah, it's so pretty, but it is milky. It's fruity. It's very creamy, it's milky, but then there's that rose, and so it's very feminine. It's so pretty. It's just so delicate, yet creamy and somewhat delicious. So I feel like it still gives you the white florals that you would want. I feel like on your wedding day, it would go perfect with a white dress, but it has that little bit of gourmand-like touch for all you gourmand lovers out there. But it's not overly foody, it's not overly edible. It just has a touch of that creamy strawberry, like fruity milkiness mixed with that rose. So it's pretty, it's still elegant, it's still feminine, it's delicious. And then let's talk about all of these. Like I said, could be worn year round, but a couple of them I feel like would be better for certain seasons. This one I feel like would be better for the summertime. If you're having a summer wedding, if you like citrus scents. So the last one was for my gourmand lovers. This one is for if you like citrusy scents, but you still want to smell, like I said, like feminine on your wedding day. So you want something with a little bit of citrus, but still like a little bit of like a girly quality to it. My suggestion is Armani My Way. So the reason I say this is if you like citrusy scents, usually this does have that citrusy opening, but it sticks around the whole time. So it has that bergamot, which gives it like a sparkling, citrusy, delicious, mouth-watering quality to it. It keeps it kind of fresh, sparkling, think like that, and it stays the whole time. So I feel like if you're someone who wears kind of like citrusy, zesty scents all the time, then you would still love this, but it has sweetness and it has tuberose in it, but it's not overly floral because the tuberose is like a bubblegummy tuberose. So it does have some sweetness, but I don't find this overly sweet. I find this very playful. This is very happy. It's juicy, it's bright, it's sparkling. Like think like a mimosa on your wedding day, like a sparkling kind of just happy scent. This would be perfect, and this lasts a long time on me. I feel like this is a compliment getter. It pleases everyone, and because it has that kind of sparkling, juicy brightness to it, it would be perfect for a summer wedding. I just love this. I feel like this would be good anytime. I know this gets a lot of hate, but I'm not basing this on cost or name brand. I'm basing it on smell and how it would make you feel and how it makes me feel, and this would be perfect, I feel like. So yeah, there's that. And then let's talk about, this is another like kind of classic one, but I feel like this is a perfect kayali. Deja Vu is a perfect like timeless classic scent. It's a little bit more grown though. It's a tiny bit more sophisticated. This one has a smoothness to it. So this is BDK Tuberose Imperial. This is a beautiful scent. This is a little bit softer though. So this one is, like I said, there's a tiny bit of sexiness to this, just a little bit. And it is a little bit louder. This one is a little bit smoother. It's a little bit softer. But this, again, this has tuberose, this has vanilla, this has, I wish I had the box. But basically this is a smooth floral perfume with a creamy touch to it. It is beautiful. There's nothing in this that smells sexy. This just smells beautiful. And the second I smelled this, I said it would be a perfect wedding day scent because there's nothing in it that makes it like dirty or sexy. It's just pure, it's beautiful. You could wear this anytime, but I feel like for your wedding day, this is so gorgeous, especially if you're wearing like, I feel like a lace wedding dress. Maybe you're a little bit more modern, a little bit more, not modern, I mean like a little bit more classic, a little bit more, I don't know, but this is just beautiful. If you're looking for something that has some white florals in it, but I think this has ylang ylang too, so there's a little bit of sweetness, but it's definitely not too sweet. It's not gourmand. It's like a creamy floral scent. There's tuberose in here, but the tuberose isn't as bubblegummy as it is in My Way. It's more like buttery, smooth, creamy, soft. That's how I would describe this one. But so beautiful. And this isn't too popular, so you would definitely smell a little bit different, and then every time you wore it, you'd remember your wedding day. This one is a little bit more expensive, but beautiful. So there's that. And last but not least, this one I feel like, again, yes, I'm repeating myself, you could wear these year round, but this one I feel like, especially if you're having a wedding in like a little bit colder months, maybe the fall or winter time, I feel like this would be amazing. This is Givenchy Lintredit. Did I butcher that? I don't know. But this is the original Lintredit. This is the eau de parfum. This one opens up. When this opens up, I'm obsessed with this. This opens up with the same bubblegummy tuberose. Like if you like the bubblegummy tuberose in Armani My Way, this has that same kind of bubblegummy tuberose. mixed with a very juicy sweet pear. So the opening of this is pretty sweet, I'm not going to lie to you, but I don't find it cloying. It's not like sugary sweet, but it is sweet nonetheless. But I love it. Obsessed with the opening. And then the pear does fade, so don't be scared of that. And then I get a very, like, this is a little bit warm. It's a little bit floral because you have that tuberose, but the tuberose does have a bubblegummy quality. So if you like sweet scents, if you like creamy scents, this has a creamy vanilla in it. I'm obsessed with it. After the pear fades, you're still left with that kind of bubblegummy sweet tuberose, a creamy vanilla, and there's vetiver in here, which gives it a little bit of like a warmth and a little bit of a spiciness. Not like a peppery spiciness, just a little bit of depth, I feel like. That's why I've been loving it nonetheless. I've been loving it now in the heat. I'm obsessed with this. I feel like this is going to be like an all-time favorite of mine. I don't know where it's been my whole life, but if you are, this does have a little bit of like an elegance to it. So yes, it's sweet, it's creamy, it has a little bit of like a darkness, a little bit of like spicy depth from the vetiver. It's not overly spicy, it's not overly warm, but it does have a little bit of warmth, creaminess, sweetness. It's amazing. And there is something about this that is a little bit elegant. Like, I find this a little bit elegant and a little bit sophisticated, which is why I feel like if you're having a fall or winter wedding, this would be amazing. This would be beautiful for a fall or winter wedding. Like when you have like a little bit darker tones, maybe like some burgundies or some dark greens or something like that. I feel like this would go so beautifully with a fall or winter wedding. Summer too, why not? But I feel like it would thrive and be, I don't know, I just feel like it would be breathtaking for fall or winter brides. This is, it does have that white floral, but it's creamy, it's sweet, and there's something in this that gives it almost like a darkness, and it's the vetiver. It gives it like a little bit of warmth and a little bit of spiciness, which just gives it depth, and it makes it a little bit darker, but I love it. And I feel like those kind of check all my categories for brides. You have a little something for summer, a little something for gourmand lovers, a little something for everyone, I feel like, in my opinion. Anyway, without talking about Delina and without talking about Chanel, because I feel like those are fan favorites, and a lot of people talk about Jo Malone, but on me those just don't last. So those are my suggestions. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.